Hey guys, so I feel like I haven't been on here in forever. If you've been following me on Snapchat and stuff, you guys know I was sick, so I'm so sorry I've been gone. I just like literally didn't have the energy to even get up. I'm still on antibiotics, still recovering right now. It was just like really intense and I got so sick that I couldn't even edit, so I was stuck doing nothing and I hated it so much. But before I did get sick, I ended up going to Walgreens and picking up a bunch of stuff that was like new at the drugstore. I'm not proud of it. I'm really not proud of it. So hopefully you guys enjoy this kind of casual, not too crazy video. I'm gonna go through them, just like there's no particular order, but I'm going to just group things together that are kind of similar so you know what kind of competition is out there that you can compare it to. So I'm gonna go ahead and get started. A lot of the stuff was from Walgreens, a couple of stuff I ordered from Ulta, and I do have an order coming from Wet n Wild for their liquid lipsticks because I heard they were really good. So when I test them out, I'll swatch them for you guys once I get them, but they're supposed to be coming in the next couple days. Just know that I also purchased those. They just weren't at my Walgreens, so I made the order online. I picked up some new mascaras because you guys know I love testing mascaras. So this is the Wet n Wild Mega Slim Skinny Mascara. I love skinny mascaras for my lower lashes. I feel like lower lashes just look so much better when you have a mascara that is like designated for them. You know what I mean? Like when you use the same mascara that you use for your top lashes. Sorry about that. That's how you open a mascara. Whew. But when you use the same mascara that you use for your top lashes, for your lower lashes, sometimes it just doesn't give you the same effect. So I like to use skinny mascaras, stuff that's like really small and precise, and that way it just gives me as much volume as possible because we already all basically don't have too many lower lashes. But this looks a little bit like there's fibers in here, so I'm kind of interested on how it'll end up working. Let me know if you guys want to see a video like of me trying all this stuff out, kind of like a new at the drugstore like first impressions tutorial, just using a bunch of this stuff. And let me know if there's anything in particular that you're like really excited for me to try out, because I will do a full-on review for you if you need me to. So next thing is the CoverGirl So Lashy Bold Sexy Lashes. Now I love CoverGirl mascaras, but when I opened this one I was a little bit concerned because it just got so clumpy on the brush. Like it just looks like there is a lot of stuff going on there, and you guys, like it's supposed to be like a decent, you know, brush. Like when you first look at it, it looks fine, but I don't know, I'm just like really concerned about it, so we'll have to try that out. Next thing I got were the Wet n Wild Cushion, Mega Cushion Highlight, and Mega Cushion Contour. So these two I thought were going to be like a super huge hit. I don't know, I'm gonna have to test them out. But the highlight is very pink and the contour is relatively warm toned. It's not as orange as I thought it was going to be, but it is still very warm. And applying it with a sponge, it's just like it gets like a little bit messy. When I first opened the contour, it kind of exploded on me, and it just like it wasn't the cutest sight that you've ever seen. So I'm gonna have to try them out, but I just feel like they're already a little bit too much of a complicated process to get them to already be like a win in my book. Like I try to do my makeup super fast, super easy. Like I don't need more complicated stuff. Another thing that came out of the drugstore was a bunch of these like sticks for highlighting, sticks for contouring. It's like insane. Like everybody is all about these chubby sticks, and they all look like they all, you know, talk to each other and made the same thing. So Jordana and Wet n Wild came out with a ton of them. I picked up the Jordana contours. I did not pick up the Wet n Wild ones because they were so orange. I was like, there is no way that this will work for me, so I just didn't even pick them up. I don't know if my Walgreens just didn't have enough colors, or if like Wet n Wild did come out with just a bunch of really warm orange ones. I was like, no way, no way, no way, no way. So I actually looked at the ones that Jordana came out with, and this is the light one and this is the medium one, and I love the tones, you guys. The tones on these are so great because they just look so nice and neutral. Like look at that. That's such a nice purpley undertone, and it's going to be really great for fair skin. So this 01, amazing. I'm so excited for it. The medium one, again, still a little bit warmer, but not too much. Like it's not that big of a drastic difference. So I'm really excited. And I believe they had a third tone. I don't know if they had a fourth one, but it was definitely good for people who have like fair skin, because I always struggle finding contour sticks that are good for fair tones because they never have like this shade. They always immediately jump to this one, and that's a big pet peeve of mine. The next thing is this Revlon Instant Blush. I got just one. This is the Nude Kiss, and I am obsessed with this color, you guys. Look at how beautiful. Do you see that? It's such a nice mauve-y, warm color, and it blends out beautifully. It just like looks like a natural flush. I can't wait to just throw this on my cheeks. Now, for the highlights, I actually picked out the colors that just seemed like they would work for me. I was actually a little bit wrong, and unfortunately, I picked up 2 of the Pearl Glow from Jordana, so they're the same color. I thought they were 2 different colors, so I did swatch them both because I thought they were 2 different colors. So I only swatched this once, but if you guys want this, let me know in the comments below. Maybe I'll send it to one of you guys because I don't need 2. But here, let me swatch one of them. It's a really nice kind of light glow. My only issue with this is that it seems like in order to have a good highlight with this, you would have to literally blend it out with the stick, because once you blend it out with your fingers, it kind of just disappears. The other shade is 02 Radiant Glow. This is a little bit more of a golden peachy shade, and compared to the other one, it has a more of like a golden undertone. So it's really, really nice for your skin, but again, same issue where it just seems like it won't blend out with just like your fingers. So like if I were to blend this out right now, like you see how the glow kind of just disappears? It just like, it kind of goes away. And so again, you have to like really draw it on with the like stick, and that just seems a little bit too intense for me. It just doesn't seem right. Now, Wet n Wild, I only saw one that I found, so if you know if they have other shades, let me know. But this is When the Nude Strikes, and again, very, very pinky highlight, something similar to their cushion one. So I feel like I wish I saw them do more of like a golden tone rather than like this huge pinky one. But I definitely do like the way that this one blends out a lot more than the Jordana one. So it's like a hit or miss, you know? Like some of them you love and some of them you don't. So I'm definitely most excited for the Jordana contour sticks, but definitely more excited for the Wet n Wild highlight stick. So, I mean, they both win, they both lose. But then I picked up the Maybelline Dream Brightening Creamy Concealer in the shade 20 Light. I was really pissed off at this when I was trying to pick a color because they kind of skipped shades. They made, I think it was like 6 different shades, and it went from ivory to this shade, and then it went from this to like a medium one, and it just felt like they were skipping shades that were pretty important. This is what it looks like right here. I just feel like it's a really great kind of stick, like spot treatment, like wherever I need to go. But if I were to use it underneath the eyes, the shade right below this, the ivory one, was just too white. So I don't know, you're not going to take 2 concealer sticks and start blending them underneath your eye in order to get the right shade. It just seemed like, I don't know, I felt like they were skipping shades, and I thought it was kind of unfair. So Maybelline, I'm watching you. The next thing I actually also got from Maybelline, this is their Contour Master Camo Palette. I just swatched this. Coverage doesn't seem too good, so I actually have to make sure I check this out once I put it on, my problem areas, because to me it seems like it just is not a full kind of coverage situation. I don't think you guys are going to even be able to see that, but it just doesn't seem like it's going to be the best. Even blending it out, it just seems like it just kind of fades. It doesn't even like cover. The next thing I picked up was the L'Oreal Total Cover Infallible Concealers. The first one is $2.25. This is their color correcting one. Couldn't get this open. Like, Lord knows I tried. I don't know, I'm gonna need a chainsaw. But I want to see if I can find like a better one than my NYX palette, so I wanted to test this out. And then the other one is $2.20, which is this collection of shades. What's weird is I didn't see any other shades, like other palettes, so can you guys let me know, did they come out with another one of these, or is this the only one that they deem enough for, concealers? I get really pissed off when there's not enough concealer shades for like the entire range of humanity, and they just kind of bulk it up into like this one thing, because it would have been so much nicer if they had like a different kind of setup. I don't know. They had like lighter ones, like medium ones, and then deep tones instead of just one palette for everybody, because that's what it seems to me. That's what I saw. I only saw this palette. I don't know if Walgreens just decided to carry only one palette. I don't know, let me know, because I'm not happy about that. So next thing I picked up was these CoverGirl True Naked Jewels, which were designed by Pat McGrath. So fancy schmancy at the drugstore, I say. Ooh, darn it, I hate these little things fall around. They just make a mess. But I already swatched these. I'm very impressed with the colors. To be honest, for a CoverGirl eyeshadow palette, they're killing it. They're killing it, and I'm really proud to say that they're killing it, because I love to see the drugstore shadows winning at something. Like, it's so exciting to me, because I always want to make sure that there's stuff. Wow, that was such a mess. Do you guys see me? Like, I'm like doing this without looking. I'm like, whoo! Ninja swatching up in here. But I want to see the drugstore succeed. Like, as much as I love high-end makeup and stuff, I want to see the drugstore succeed, but I don't want their prices to go up, because that is disrespectful to my pocket. The other two I picked up were these Rimmel Magnifies shadow palettes. This one is called Keep Calm and Wear Gold, and this one is called London Nudes Calling. Does this remind you of the Naked palettes? Because it reminded me of the Naked palettes like crazy. So I ended up swatching these. They're actually really nice swatched compared to what I am used to seeing at the drugstore, like an excuse for an eyeshadow. But I am a little bit concerned on how they're going to blend on the eyes. So I'm going to definitely have to do a little testaroo with that, because I don't want to completely lie to you and say that like it's so good when it's not. Wow, look at Alina fail at swatching again. Woo! But do you see that? Those are really nice swatches. Like, not like my swatching, because that is messed up, but the actual product is pretty good. Moving on to the other eyeshadows. These are the cream eyeshadows from Revlon. They came out with a lot of different shades. I wanted to buy them all, I'm going to be honest. This is the color 720. This one is 735, and this one is 710, which is like a gold. Whole idea is that like this brush comes out of the lid, and then you go in and you go like wipe, 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 and then you swatch it. You can like put it all over the eyes. I just really love shadows like this because they are so easy and simple to put on in the morning. It's something that I'm always looking for, stuff that like simplify my entire routine. And I'm really tired of the ones that I had from Maybelline, because all they did was like dry up completely. So I'm really happy that they provided the brush for us. Those are the three shades I picked up, and I think they're pretty nice. I'm interested to see if they can last as long as the color tattoos, if they'll crease and that kind of stuff, because that's always an issue with eyeshadows, especially from the drugstore. Next thing is these L'Oreal Infallible paints. This is 316 Cool Ivory, and this is 320 Brown Sugar. Now, the reason why I got these was because I was pretty interested on how these would work, like trying to blend them out on my eye. I don't know how you would use paints, because when I think of a paint, I think like you put it on and then you blend it out with your finger. But if you are using this on your eye and you're trying to blend them all together, I don't see how that could happen. But I decided to get one that was shimmery and one that was matte, and those are the four colors that I got. So it's interesting to see how they're going to play out once I actually start using them. I also wonder on their staying power. There's just all these questions I have and no answers, so psh. The other thing I got were these Jordana Sweet Cream Matte Liquid Lip Colors. I swatched both of these. So far, not a happy camper. This first color is called Cinnamon Toast. Cinnamon Toast is a beautiful, beautiful cinnamon toast color. The only thing is I feel like these are very, like, they're not completely opaque. And the other color is Red Velvet Cake. Do you see like Red Velvet Cake? Like how it's not completely, I feel like if I apply this on my lips, you'd be able to see everything underneath. Foundations. I picked up 3 different types of foundations. First one is the Maybelline Dream Cushion. Now, I love cushions, so I had to get this. I heard really good things about it. Again, with the freaking cushion thing, I have so many of these. And then the foundation in there, which I actually swatched. Pretty impressed. The next one is way too expensive, but we're gonna have to see how well it works. This is the Neutrogena Hydro Boost Hydrating Tint. This, my friends, is like, if this works, it could be the most magical thing in the entire world. It's the same concept as the Clinique foundation that I love, with this giant brush. So I'm waiting for the day to be able to just put this on my face and see how it works. The next thing I ordered was from Ulta. This is the NYX Total Control Drop Foundation. I want to know how this works. I want to see if it's great. So I got 2 because I couldn't figure out the color. Then I got the L'Oreal Brow Stylist Frame and Set. Tried to open this. This is what happened. I still can't figure out how to get it out. So I need like a knife or something. But yeah, it's basically a drugstore pomade in deep brunette. I like drugstore eyebrow products. Like, so far I've been using the NYX brow pencil, and I just want to find good, you know, drugstore stuff, so I want to try them out. This is the Easy Breezy Shape and Define from CoverGirl. I am all about eyebrow mascaras. They're my favorite thing in the entire world. Also got the Hydro Boost Concealer from Neutrogena. Now, this thing was so expensive, just like the foundation. Don't know what they think I am made out of money or something, but I don't know how to like swatch this so you guys can see it, but it swatches really nicely. It's like super smooth. I'm super excited to see how good the coverage is, because to me right now it just doesn't seem like the coverage is completely amazing, but you know, maybe it was just all an illusion because this was a lot of money. I think this is the last thing. We got through this video and nobody died. Woo! But this is the L'Oreal Blend Artist Infallible sponge collection. They had 3 of them, and the first one was like this foundation one, then there was like a contour one, and then there was one for concealer, and I was like, why are you trying to steal my money? So I picked up just one because I literally considered getting the contour sponge. I was like, because literally, why do I need a different sponge for contour blending? Like, what's so special about those angles? I'm always looking for better, you know, cheaper dupes for the Beauty Blender. So we'll see how this works. Maybe if I really like this, we will go and get the contour sponge. But for $8, I will blend my contour with the same sponge I put my foundation on. But let me know what you guys feel was like the most exciting stuff. What do you need like a video on ASAP? Let me know in the comments below. I want to have a conversation with you guys. Oh, we still have swatches. Let me test this out right now since before we leave. So the 3 shadows that we had from Revlon, they smudge. Oh boy, they smudge. Wow, they smudge. So, never mind. Don't buy those. They smudge. Then the ones from CoverGirl also smudge. So, that's not a good one. And then the lip colors from Jordana, the red one, definitely smudges. So, none of them. Did you claim to be 24-hour? Color stay. 24-hour. They claim to be 24-hour. B to the S. Lies. I'm done. I'm done. I'm calling you all out. It's time you put honesty on your box. But yeah, thanks so much for watching. Hope you guys enjoyed. I'll see you next time. Bye.